Well, Ian, as I was walking past your post-match huddle there on the way back over here, I heard you say that was a game you should never have lost to the players.
Yeah, I think there's a sense of frustration. The lads are bitterly disappointed. Bitterly disappointed, and I think that sums it up. The feeling today, I think, good game of football. Two teams that were on the front foot, going for it, attacking, all action. And I think, Solihull was certainly, I think you see by their celebrations at the end now, what a big win that was for them, and how tough the game was for them. And we can take some credit out of that, but ultimately we don't want to lose games of football. And I feel a bit for the lads today. It's not a game we shouldn't have got anything out of, and but the manner we've conceded, probably the second and then especially the third from a long throw, means we're coming up empty-handed today, and that's quite hard to take actually in the aftermath. It's one of those days, defensively we've been great, and I said to the boys, I don't want to talk about how poor we were at times today, but we were for those two moments, and ultimately that's cost us, because I don't think we were stretched a lot. I don't think Rossi's had to make 5 or 6 brilliant saves. You get what you expect of Solihull, which is a very, very good side with a top manager, a lot of attack-minded players and good quality at the top end of the pitch, and we knew they'd cause us problems in that respect. But I think the way we've conceded the second, we looked open on that second, and the third one where the ball's bounced twice in the box off a long throw, makes it quite hard to take. And even at the end, thought we probably should have got the third one, and then we leave with a 3-3. I think it's probably fair all round. Had moments at 2-1 up, and he's produced a shot, and the keeper's made a great save for that. I think at 3-1 we go and take the game. So shows the fine margins of the league again. But yeah, really, really disappointed for the boys today. I thought they put a lot into the game. I think the fans appreciate that by what they did at the end in terms of clapping them off and staying that little bit extra. I think everyone can see what we've put into the game, and to leave with nothing's tough one. Yeah,
I agree. You say 3-1 probably would have won the game. First half it could have been 3-0. We had Nicky Kabamba had a great chance, and Innie scored that very early goal, and then he had another excellent chance.
Yeah,
it was a sort of classic Innie game really. He scores the first goal, then he misses one, and then he creates one for himself out of absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
and he's all over the place, and he's battering their centre backs.
Yeah,
and he's one man of the match.
Yeah, I thought we caused some problems. Like you say, first half. I thought we started really well. We wanted to disrupt them because they knew that we know they're a team that wants to stroke the ball around, and I think we had to make sure we disrupted that and got in faces. And I thought we did that. We started great. We got the goal obviously from another set piece, which is pleasing. And yeah, we had some good moments after that. Kabamba won, and like you say, Innie had another one, and we looked quite dangerous on the counter. A couple of crosses going into the box as well. I think Solomon missed one as well, which was off a knockdown. So yeah, good chances, and you don't get loads against these teams, but we knew at times they'd be open and we'd have opportunities. And even in the second half, we've had 2 or 3 really key moments where, on another day we've scored 2, we probably could have got another 2 at least. And it probably says a lot about our attacking play, and the frustration is for 4 clean sheets on the spin, to concede not just 1 but then the 3. No complaints with the first one, it's a great strike, but the second one, I think Musa going off disrupted us a bit, and we looked a bit unbalanced for 5-10 minutes, and the second one came, and then, like I said, we can all be disappointed with the third one. It's not a good manner to lose a game of football, and feel gutted about that one.
Yeah, you made a few changes today. One of them was enforced, of course, with Long King's suspension, but there were 1 or 2 others as well. What was it? Was that just the third game in 8 days and wanted to rotate people? Yeah,
I said to the boys in the week, I've not dropped anyone based on performance and form really, and I think we've got to be mindful at this stage of the season that we need to be fresh. I think this was our 5th game in 14 days, something like that. So we're playing throughout March. We've played every Saturday, every Tuesday, and you look at people like George Oakley, who hasn't played really since September and has worked hard to get back, and 3 games in a week. To make him go and do another 4th one from the start, I thought he tired a bit on Tuesday night. He's done brilliantly, and he'll go again. But to have an option of Innie to come in and freshen that up was key. Loza had a bit of an issue with an injury because again he was outstanding Tuesday and probably would have played today, but had a bit of an issue, so had to use him from the bench. And obviously Max coming back in, we've had to manage him a little bit, but came in, made an impact again as he always does. Back 4, obviously there wasn't many options. We basically had the 4 fit defenders that we went with, and sod's law sometimes that then one of them gets an injury and you have to shuffle the pack. So in that respect we were a bit depleted. Louis Annesley's back after this one, Long King as well, so that will give us some more options. But yeah, look, it's good problems to have. I think rotating, especially at the top end of the pitch, is important, and I thought we played with energy today. It wasn't probably the case at Barnet last week. It was a bit of a different game, but I thought we were full of energy today, and probably we looked maybe that little bit fresher.
And Moose's going off was a blow, but it gave Casey the opportunity to continue his tour of positions on the pitch by playing right back in a 4. Yeah,
again, as soon as Musa goes down, you're turning around to the bench and looking at a load of attacking players there who are all kind of looking back at me, and we had to make quite quick decisions because obviously we had to make the sub fairly early. But Tyreek, I think, went and played left back really well at Dagenham, so we knew he could do that, and it was just about shuffling obviously Casey across that side. It always seems more difficult for a left back to play right back than it does vice versa, but I thought he did really well. He actually attacked and gave us some good balance down that side, and Tyreek will do a good job because he got a good left foot. So yeah, disjoint us. Moose is a presence, and when you lose him, I think especially when Hudling came on with his size, if we'd have kept that back four together, I don't think we would have probably conceded the space we did. So again, you got to deal with it. Like I said, sod's law, no defender on the bench, and we lose one today, so hopefully that's not long term.
Did he think about possibly dropping one of the midfield players into centre back and leaving Champs at right back?
Yeah, potentially. We had that option, but I think a lot of it was working okay. So we kind of you've got to make quick decisions at times, and I just thought we still wanted both full-backs to kind of get on the pitch. Casey, even as a right back, will look to get on, which he did do really well. So I thought it'd give us a better attacking balance, but maybe, in hindsight, it left us a little bit open at the other end, as you'd expect probably when you have to make that many changes at the back.
And finally, you've got a proper normal full week of training this week, and then Boreham Wood away on Saturday. They seem to have suffered a little bit of after the Lord Mayor's show after their FA Cup exploits, so it may or may not be a good time to play them.
Yeah, time will tell, won't it? We'll see what sort of Boreham Wood we get on Saturday. Luke's a great manager. They've got a very strong team. I think you see what they've done to higher opposition in the FA Cup this year. It shows what they're all about and the performances they can put in. Very organised, very tough to beat. I'd expect them to be up around the playoffs come the end of the season, and so would they. So it's going to be a tough game there. We haven't fared particularly well against them in the last couple of seasons, so we're probably due one against them. But yeah, in terms of us, it's good to have a free week. We haven't had it throughout the whole of March. Since I've come in, we haven't had that luxury, which means you can probably do very little on the training pitch, and it will give us a bit of time to do a little bit more this week, which I think is going to be key going into that run of games now.
Great. Well, thanks for your time today, and best of luck next Saturday.
Cheers, David.